Disconnect.
But he was already driving the launch car.
Ooh, it says I'm disconnected. Let's go. And I need this to connect. Connected. Let's go. All right, we gotta turn this all the way up because I think that's what be holding me back. Wait, no. Let's do this. All right, so we got a little easy day. We got some glue. Oh, I need more light. I need more lights. Wait, where's the... Oh, is it over there? Light. Sometimes. No, that's not light. I'll just put some light here. What's happening, y'all? I guess we'll just do it like this. Is this better? Is that better lighting? It could be better lighting. No, no, maybe in front. I don't know. I don't know what I did with the other quotes. So. We're not at the mall today, so we are. I don't think I need to cut the paper. I just need to glue stuff today. That's really it. That's really it. That's really it. Well, you can't even see my face today. That's crazy. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Maybe you don't need to see my face. Maybe that's what it comes down to. You can see the bottom of my face. Yeah, maybe the bottom of my face. It doesn't matter. We're here. And today I have some QR codes that I have to glue. I have to glue like this. See? It's got cat fur on the back of it. And on the front of it, it says pause and enjoy the moment. Do you see that? Right? It's a little blurry. Hold on. I'll make sure we got. It's like highlighter too. It's like a green. It's like matching my shirt almost, but that's what we got to do today. This is like really simple. I said I wanted to do something because I don't always know what to do for this channel because I make music, I tell stories, I do live streams at different places, whatever, but there's always something different to do. So I thought it would be fun for us to do. And you still can't see my face. How disrespectful. I'm working with primitive technology, so I apologize. Can you even hear me? Yay, there we go. Sorry about my wrinkled shirt, but I didn't iron it today because I don't have to. I just was told that I can just put on a shirt and be the best on the inside of the shirt. So, but just like I said, we're gonna glue some of these fantastic little tiny cards that I have. These are blurry because I don't have the light. It's blurry because I don't have the light, and I don't know what I did with the cord. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's blurry because I don't have a light. And I don't know what I did with it. It's somewhere in the house. So we're gonna get started. If I guess that's how we start out every time. Like I always tell people to like do something they've never done before, and I need scissors. I need you I need you to this is what I need you to do. Oops. This is what I need you to do, okay? From here on out, for the rest of the day, I want you to think about something that you've never done before, right? And how you do that is just listen to the words that I'm going to say to you. I'm going to say some important things to you today. And I hope that you're either taking notes or this one's crooked. That's a crooked line, there. But we're going to move this up here anyway. And so, just like just like I started talking, like there are no mistakes in life. And I promise you, as long as you tell yourself that you can always do better, you'll meet that goal. Whatever that means, whenever it comes upon you to get it right, you'll get it right. Because there's like tons of different ways to do stuff. And because we live in this experience, people feel some type of way about you doing it some other way that is not specifically your way. Unless you're making a product, unless you're like, walking across the street, half of the time there are no mistakes. You're just doing something almost for the first time. Like if you go outside today, that's the first time you've ever done it before. So the experience is just that. It's something brand new. And a lot of people are like, you know what? I don't want to listen to that. Go watch something and do something else because this is important. This is something important that I'm going to tell you. Because when I realize how many things you can do in a day without having to worry about what other people think or say or act upon, man, that's just you getting it right. You know? Look, I got it right. I did. There's only one person watching too. Snackables, can you give me a moderator? Said hi. XXXX said hi. Snackables, do you even know what I do on this channel to be a moderator? Interesting, right? I don't think you do. If you can tell me what I do on this channel, I'll make you my moderator. How about that? If you can tell me what it is that I do, then I'll do that for you. But you gotta come back tomorrow. This can't be like your first day, you don't show up the next day, because you're not gonna get paid, bro. That's just the way it is. You clock in today and then you don't clock in tomorrow, you don't get nothing for that, bro. And so this is the first one finished. I just gotta put the cat fur. Here's another one. I just gotta put the cat fur on the back of it, but we're just gonna glue as many as we can today, and then we'll glue the cat fur up there. But on and on and on. So yeah, so that's what it is. So just like I said, if you're working for somebody, yeah, they have an idea that they want it done this way because, well, that way works for them. And that's what they're going to pride themselves in and supplying another person in the entire world with the benefit of getting it right the way that they want it. So, yeah, yeah. Okay, well, I guess you'll come back when you're ready to be a moderator. I mean, I don't know if I need a moderator now, but you're welcome to put your application in. And yeah, we'll go from there. It's interesting too, because you said you want to be a moderator, and I've worked for a bunch of different companies that I had to moderate different things. Like Amazon, I worked for Amazon for a couple years, and I had to moderate a lot of things. I had to moderate myself, I had to be on time, I had to moderate the delivery system, I had to moderate how the system worked in the facility, I had to moderate what time people came in, I had to moderate where people were located in the building. I had to do a bunch of stuff. And I got better at it as, I did it every day. So interesting, right? Isn't that cool? Isn't that cool? I should play some music too. I always think about that. I can play and do whatever I want to do because this is my channel. Yeah. That's my channel. And here's another one. This is so easy. It's so super easy. Except for my door opening and closing. Um, seems to be very difficult. It's trying to decide if it wants to close or not. You can hear the wind trying to make a decision. Just make a decision, bro. Just make a decision and go with it. This one's off a little bit too. Yes, door. Just close it. Yeah, just freaking close. What else can I do on this channel? I like to think if people come to people's channels so they can watch what somebody's creating or is able to do. But a lot of times, like I find it interesting that if someone wants me to do something, I'm like more than willing to do it, only because I think that's a part of learning. And sometimes I get really bored of what I do as a creator because I'm like, yeah, I can create and do this, but it may not be something that somebody really want to be entertained by. Because I realize it at this point that I am an entertainer, and hopefully you guys can hear me too. Let me turn up the volume and see if I can hear myself. Do that. Oh, I turned it down on the speaker. I did. I turned it down. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. It sounds different through the speaker. It sounds different through the speaker. There we go. It sounds different. I think the echo is coming from that. Yeah. But yeah, so like interesting enough, I've done a few things um, in these live streams that some people found interesting. I found it as a good day, and I did it for a week or two or something like that, and it just kept on moving on because I always want to do new things. Because if every day is different, why am I going to do the same thing I did yesterday? So yeah, that's just the way my brain has been organized for the last couple of weeks. Just just doing something different. I feel like there's a few people watching me. They call you guys lurkers. You guys are lurking to find out if something is interesting enough to stay longer. But just like I said, if you want to see something different, like you're gonna have to say something because I don't know what that is. You know, I'm not gonna do anything explicit. I can dance, but usually it's not really. I don't even know what to dance to, so I don't dance. I mean, I have my own music on my channel, which is cool. But yeah, that's either here or there. Um, but you know, I mean, this channel is made for creation. I've been using AI to help me create like really good imagery, and I figured out a color system. So if you guys don't know that we're all made of energy, like we're batteries, and so a lot of times if the battery's drained, you need to figure out how to charge it back up, right? Your phone, obviously, this is my tablet, and so if it has no charge to it, if I can't turn it on, I have to charge it. And so our bodies are the same thing. So what I did was I looked up sound waves and um, I put it as close to my body as possible to see what type of reaction my body would give it. But I could feel the energy, and I was like, "This is really cool." So I put it up on my channel so um, people could feel the energy as well. So it's called the color wheel. So each color on the spectrum is who you are. I didn't make it. I didn't make it up. I'm just telling you what it is. That's just what it comes down. I'm just telling you what it is. And I thought it would be pretty cool to express that through um, some imagery. And I did. I put that on my channel. I ran with it for a couple hours, just to see who would take the bite out of it. And a few people did. So I appreciate that. That was something I did for the day. Um, so yeah, so about exploring the things that we don't, not necessarily we don't know, we're not there to experience it yet. And that goes for everything. I wish I could go into so many details about it, but you get what I'm saying. Like we can experience a bunch of different things. And yeah, it has its goods and its bad and things that you probably never want to do. And I guess that's how I take my content. Some things are good, so they're really good, and I'll go back and I'll do it tomorrow or the next day, and I'll show you guys what it is that I'm doing. And um, yeah, that's generally how it goes. I wish I could like watch movies during my stream, but I guess I would have to go to like Twitch or something, so YouTube won't give me a copyright strike on somebody else's content that I didn't create. That's generally how it goes. So. But yeah, because I believe what's going to happen is I'm gonna turn uh, my time into some type of movie or um, maybe a show. Maybe a show would be good. Nobody else is watching. Okay, so I'm just talking to myself now. Okay. Okay. Let's put this right here. This one's done. Just waiting for them to dry while my door opens and closes consistently. Yeah. And I think a lot of times kids are watching my channel, which I don't have a problem with, but a lot of people who are kids don't understand what I'm saying or don't have it to listen long enough. And so some of it is like really boring for them, and they're like, "Yeah, I'm not really here to watch. We talk about life, and I just want you to stand up and dance like a weirdo or flash like bright colors in my eyes because that's more stimulated than anything." So, or talk really fast or clip through situations. Yeah, I'm not editing videos at this point. So I'm just doing what I need to do to get your attention because I'm actually selling my art. And these are the business cards that I've created to do that. And every time that I pass these out for like the last month. And um, it has, it is a crazy reaction because they're like, what is this? And I was like, it's my business card. And the first thing that people think in their head is this flat surface card that has my name, that has my phone number or my socials, like my Instagram or my YouTube or something like that. But it's not like it's something totally different. Like it's a piece of, you can see this, like it's just fur, right? So, and I put this down, right? You still don't have a clue what it is until I tell you what it is. But I say it's my business card. And then you flip it, and then it says pause and enjoy the moment. And then it has a QR code which you can scan, which this is an old one. I can't use this anymore. But I'm trying to figure out how to redefine who we are as a species because this is all about evolution. If I don't evolve like a Pokemon, then I'm still going to be stuck doing the same things I did in the last battle. And I may have won, but I didn't get the experience that I needed to be greater. You get what I'm saying? Um, so that is the function of what I am at this point. And every day, just like I said, every day is different, man. I don't expect it to be, um, anything else but different. So I know I slept different last night. I know I ate something different today. I know I'm saying different words, and yeah. That's my evolution. Um, let's see. Somebody asked me today about the cat that I posted on my Instagram. It was like, oh, that cat looks like it's dead. And I was like, yeah, it's your perception. It probably is. It probably doesn't exist because you can't feel it, you can't see it, you can't listen to it. So yeah, at that point, it probably doesn't. It doesn't fit the mode of evolution. It's probably dead to you. So this is just very interesting, like how elements of things are seen today. And I just thought it was funny. I did respond to what he said, but I don't know. He said something and I responded, and that's just how I see it. But yeah, I take it very serious that I want to evolve into an incredible Pokemon, a bird or a cat or a dinosaur, or something that allows me to move on. Yeah, that's what I've been doing. Yeah, that's what I've been doing. Huh? Oh wait, you know what? I have a cat. I could just use the cat as the. I could just use the cat. I'm gonna close this door because it just keeps making noises. So I'm gonna use this one. This is my cat. I'm gonna use his face to hold up. Um. So I guess yeah. I'm boring. I'm boring at that point when I'm talking like realistic things. People just want to come here and not be bored. So I apologize for that boring part of it, but I have art to sell, and that's what I want to do for the rest of my existence is sell something that I created. Yeah, that's what I really want to do. So I'm attaching these QR codes to this new business card that I created in the hopes that people will like what they see, go to my website. Maybe they like my energy enough to follow me on social media. One day maybe they'll buy something or make something of their own. Because somebody told me one day that they started drawing based on one of my YouTube videos that I created, something that had impacted them. And I was like, I really want to see what you created, but they didn't respond, and I'm okay with that. Maybe they're going off to do better and awesome things that um, I'll never get to see. But that's what we're supposed to do. I was watching this guy today, and he was playing Fortnite. I don't know if you guys know what Fortnite is, but he was playing it, and I was like he's really good at it. Like he just had every game that he played was a win. Just like nobody could beat him at all. And I saw it on his face, and I was like, this dude, like he was bored. It looks like he's not getting any enjoyment, anything else other than people subscribing or coming to talk to each other. But he just didn't seem like he was enjoying the experience. And I was like, you know what? I think that's what it came. That's what it came down to. You're not having fun no more, bro. You're just working, right? That's all we do is work anyway. But like, you have to really have fun in what you're doing. Like, what else is there? There's no fun if you're not like laughing and like, taking a break at some point, coming back and getting refreshed from you know what you were doing beforehand. So I was like, that sucks, man. I mean, maybe it's just one of those days. Maybe he's under the weather. Maybe he's just thinking, overthinking. I don't know. But I was like, I don't want to ever do that. I don't want to ever live a life where I'm bored and I have to stop what I'm doing and not come back to it. Yeah, because that's the look that he gave on his face, that he was just really, really bored of what he was doing. He's like, I can't wait for the next season. And I'm like, bro, this season is still here, bro. Like, well, you can't tell me that you're having fun if you're waiting for something in the future to happen. You're not having fun no more. Does that make sense? Doesn't that make sense? Like you go to work every day, whatever it is that you do, you go to school, you're just bored. You don't get to anticipate meeting somebody or having lunch with somebody or taking a specific class that is just like, I gotta be there. No, this dude's not having fun anymore. You get that good at the game and you're no longer having fun. At that point, I would just invite more people who enjoy the game, maybe a little bit more than you do, and see what it turns out to be. And that's how you keep going. Because if it's your job, I'm not sitting at this 9 to 5 all by myself thinking that this is it. Like we're gonna do this for the next 15 years and I'm gonna be happy. No, brother. No, sister. No, we gotta get away from that because that thing gonna drive us. Ooh, it's gonna drive us to do things and say things and feel different ways that you know that just don't make us who we are. We're gonna move from ourselves. Anyway, I'm being long-winded with it, but so let me show you this real quick. Whoever's watching, let me show you this real quick. So I'm actually painting as well, and um, but this is what I'm working on. Let me see if I can. This is what I'm working on. And when I say like sometimes you just have to challenge yourself, and there's no light in front of it either. But this is what I'm working on. See this? It's a 24 by 36 canvas. There's a cat right here, there's a cat here, here, and there's 3 fish, and there's some different leafage and leaves and things like that. But this is how I know I'm progressing in whatever it is that I'm doing in life, right? This will make me happy for a short period of time, and I'll go do something else, but it'll be relative to the last thing I did. But this is amazing because I'm making two of these at the same exact time. And yeah, they're kind of white because I'm adding I have to add the colors in and then they'll stand out on the dark canvas. Yeah, this is what I'm working on. And I have two of them. So I can't wait to sell these though. So what I'm doing right now is I'm building a portfolio. I don't know if you guys know what a portfolio is, but I'm building a portfolio. So like when you go to my website, you can see all of the things that I've created based on the time that I've spent doing it. And that's the plus of what I'm doing. And I like to draw cats. I think it's a simple thing that you can click to and it'll give you a good result. And I don't know who else likes cats. I mean, I like cats for my own particular reason, but to each their own, experience with cats. Maybe you hate cats. Maybe you just like, you know what? Why is this dude talking about cats? I really don't enjoy. But it's just that. It's a niche experience and not all of us care. Not all of us even think about it. And I think at one point in time I can draw something and stick to it, then I know I continue to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like some people build houses, but you need a team to build a house sometimes. I can do this by myself. You know what I'm saying? And that's what makes me stronger. That's my evolution. That's my Pokemon evolution. And I think I'm going to keep using Pokemon because I don't think anybody's ever used evolution in a better form rather than them talking about monkeys and stuff like that. But um, yeah, I think for a long time, people have never realized like this is how we're going to get better at who we are, what we want to be, and how we share our experience with others. Yeah. I'm hoping that somebody takes, what I'm doing and it's like, you know what, I want to be a part of it or I want to I want to do something like that because if you do that, then in the end, you'll never be bored, man. You'll just be like, this is something I had a great experience with and it made me a better Pokemon for it. I don't know. Maybe there's an older generation that don't have a clue what I'm talking about when I say Pokemon, but I was I was just trying to figure out like what is it that makes us like really cool people? And I think evolution makes us really cool people. For real, for real. So yeah. But right now I'm just putting glue on these highlighter like poster board paper so I can turn them into my business cards. So when I meet and greet people, you'll get to feel something that I've created, and it's just art. That's really it. I'm not using a machine in a sense where it's like printing out stuff and I'm just like, here, take my business card or take this piece of paper that you'll probably forget at the end of the week. You know what I'm saying? You might forget it, but if you reach in your pocket or you like find it somewhere in the house and you're like, what is that? Oh, that's the guy's business card. You know what I'm saying? That's like the reflection that I want you to get. Like, this is me evolving into something else rather than staying stale or stuck like everybody else does stuff. Like somebody handed me, where's her business card? She handed me a flyer and then she was like, check me out on Spotify. But I'm like, I don't know you. Like, why would you just do that? And she didn't say anything else. Her and her friend just walked off. And I was like, what do you want me like? What? You want me to like what type of music are you into, to hand somebody something that you paid money for, and then she just walked off and I was like, okay. And the first thing I thought of is like I have a bag full of these things in my a bag full of these business cards, and I was like, I want to hand one to her, but she walked off, so we didn't get that conversation, or I didn't get the exchange her energy, and maybe have a laugh or something interesting to talk about. Because she handed me this business card that was like a flyer, and I was like, I don't care about this. Like, I could have told you I make music. Do you want to collab? Like anything, but she just walked off, and that was it. And I was like, I'm gonna put this business card in a pile with other business cards, and it's just gonna stay in there. And I'm never gonna go to her Spotify because that's just what it was. She's a rapper, and I was like, okay, there's a billion rappers, so get in line. Yeah, yeah, just get in line. For real, for real. And I mean, I don't think there was anything wrong with her or her music or anything, but I was just like, come on, man, we gotta do something different. Maybe that's how everybody became famous and rich and, exposed to the industries and all. I don't know. I just don't know. But if it's that, I don't want to be a part of it. I don't. I was like, it was super dry too. She had a nice little outfit on, but at that point, I didn't even get to experience her outfit because she told me what she was here for, and then she left. I'm like, okay, okay, okay. But I just thought it was interesting, and so I brought that up in a conversation. It's like, yeah, I would have loved to know who she was or what type of music she's into or the reason why she's even giving me this flimsy poster business card of hers. And her friend didn't talk, so I'm like, yeah, you guys are here just to, yeah, do one thing and one thing only. Sounds like a man too. Like men do stuff like that sometimes. Come in, they know what they want, they get what they want, and then they leave, and then boom, you're just left with like, oh, okay, that's all you wanted. I believe so. She want them. She want those listens. She wants somebody to listen to her music, but I probably won't ever listen to her music. Sorry, you know who you are. I just probably won't ever listen to ever, 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 ever listen to your music because that interaction right there didn't make me a fan. It didn't. It didn't. I know we all got places and things to do and et cetera, but like that's not it. It's not it. It's not. She could have been like the greatest artist, and I'd have like been happy to have met her first before her start. But at that point, you just you're just a fart in the wind. Yeah. Oh, speaking of fart in the wind, I remember I went to go grocery shopping, and this dude walked past me. He didn't say anything, and I usually when I see people like in passing, I always speak. Just say something, because like we're just two energy batteries that are just walking past each other. Maybe we don't have nothing in common, but I think at some point we could. There's possibility. So he walked past me and he farted, and he farted so loud that I noticed it, and I turned around because it was like he was doing it next to me, like there's plenty of space in the grocery store, but he happened to just fart then, and then he farted two more times while looking at me, and I was like, why? I was like, why would you do that? Why? And that's what I was left with. That's what I remember. I kind of remember his face. He was a dark skinned black man. And I wasn't sure if he had special abilities, but to mentally think that that was okay, I was just like, well, it wasn't, because I was like, I don't want to listen to your farts, bro. It's just not it. It's just not it. We turned around. We turned around, and he changed my life forever. He really did. Because now I think about that dude every time I go to the grocery store. Maybe that's what he wanted. Maybe that's what he was trying to get. Like, I really want people to hear me fart in grocery stores. And, if he'd have been recording, I could have been like, all right, I get it. Yeah, 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 let's laugh together, because it was funny. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't expecting it, but it was weird because I was like, he doing it in such a way that's just like disgusting now. It's not even funny, like, because like I said, there's plenty of space in the grocery store. Maybe he knew who I was. Maybe he knew I was a content creator, and maybe I was going to record it and post it on my social media, tell somebody about it. But honestly, nah. Honestly, I was just set back 100 years, and so is he, for farting in a public area for some reason. So whatever you're eating and you have gas like that, take note. You should probably stop eating it. I put that on everything. Yeah, if you have gas, you're in a public space. Yeah, sometimes you eat something like meat will do that to you. Meat is decomposing at some point, so I get that. Eggs will automatically give you gas. I don't know anybody who doesn't have gas from eating eggs, but you should stop eating that shit, for real, because not only is it rotting in your stomach, but it's killing your gut. All of the ingredients that make your gut healthy, you're killing it over and over and over. So, like I said, whatever he was eating, whatever he had been, you need to stop, for real, for real. All right, so I think I'm finished with all of these business cards. So these are my cat cards, my cat business cards. And hopefully one day, you'll get to see one of these in person. I'm probably gonna post a bunch of funny videos that would contain this. Because I think it would be cool to help spread the word that I made them, you know, because I made them. Because 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 I can do anything. I can do anything that I put my mind and focus to do. Anything. And I believe that's the same for everybody because we all got superpowers. We just need to work on them. And yeah, yep. Man, I need to get. So let me show you the bag of hair that I have, the cat fur hair, real quick before I end this live stream because I think that's it for today. Or maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm not. But it takes a lot for me to cut this out and then vacuum the hairs, so I'm not inhaling um, tons and tons of small particles of hair. But this is the bag. Oops. Yeah, this is the bag of cat fur. And it's not a real cat, it's faux fur. FAUX. I think it's FAUX, faux fur. I think that's how you say it. Yeah. Um, but yeah, I bought this from Michaels. You can get them like fabric sheets, and let me see. Here's some leftover pieces. This is like a tail of fur. And this is another sheet. Ooh, this one looks like I could have used this one too. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna glue them. This is a little longer, but I'm gonna glue this to the cat fur, and voila, you got yourself a fantastic business card, my friend. So I always thought of doing like different things like that, making business cards like really floppy using acrylic. But the cat fur came first. I was like about to do a show, and I really want to. I want to stand out. I want to stand out, and I'm getting cat fur all over my shirt already. So yeah, this is the cat fur, and it's really delicate. It's like a yellowish, whitish. It's like a cream. Yeah, it's like cream. Yep. So that's what I'm gonna attach to these cards. But just like I said, it takes a lot. I'd be vacuuming for like hours trying to get this stuff um, to the way that I want. So it's just a lot. So let me see this one. I'll show you. I'll show you. Put this cat fur in the bag. But yeah, I think everybody should have their own way of identifying with their creations. Because I see tons of stuff on social media, just people just doing epic things that I've never seen before. And I take my hat off to you because I'm not actually wearing a hat today. So you get that as the MVP of the day when you do stuff that I either save or I'm like, I have to I have to thank you for putting time into something like that. So I just did that. And yep. So I think this is so before I actually glue them, I have to on the edges, I have to take the hairs off. But I have a vacuum and it's kind of loud, so we're not gonna do that in this episode of how it's made. That's what I should have called my channel, how it's made, but it's already taken. So I called it because I made it. And the person that you see right here is the reason why it exists. And if you don't know, YouTube is going to be the place of the next library. So if you want to go and do visuals, you want to take down things that people have created, YouTube will be it. Unless they bring up another website, another social media, or something that people are going to cling to and be like, hey, if you need to figure out how to make something, go here. But YouTube's been like that for a couple years now, so I believe YouTube will hold the library of libraries until somebody bans YouTube or something. And then we no longer have YouTube for documentation on how it's made. Um, but until then, I'm gonna keep on making. I'm gonna keep making my life as as brilliant as possible. But I guess I'll glue one of these too. It's so much freaking hair all over the place already. Like I said, I have to vacuum the edges of the so because I watched the lady take the card and then I just saw tiny filaments of hair floating next to her face and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm hoping she's not allergic or anybody else that comes into contact with this, but you know, to each their own. If you don't want to take it out of my hand, then yeah. But I need wood glue. So wood glue is the best element. So I'm just gonna glue the back of this and then attach it to the card because I need my magic stick. There it is right there. So yeah, it's already on my face. So here's my magic stick. And I'm just gonna butter this up real quick just to make sure we have enough. So this will glue up here. It's actually pretty empty. I think it's like 25% left in glue. Okay. Okay. There we go. And I'm just gonna layer just a tiny bit. So we can actually it's not that bad. But there is hair everywhere. I'm just noticing that there's a tad bit hair. So we're just gonna glue this. Yeah, it's a little bit longer. So for it to be like perfect, the way that I usually like them, I have to cut the edges because the edges are still sticking. Yeah. So what I do, I don't need it to be perfect, but it just has to fit to where it's not peeling or where we don't see the edges look crazy because the glue will do weird stuff too. All right. And then I'll go back and I'll cut, there's the scissors. I'll go back and cut the additional hairs off. I'm just trying to get the card surface. I don't really need all the extra filling. So you guys can follow me on Instagram as well. The name that I go by on Instagram is Perkies Pocket. Perkies Pocket. And that's where generally showcasing, you know, a finished product. That's what I like to do because it's a little easier to do it that way rather than on YouTube sometimes. So I like to put videos together on YouTube. Come on, glue. Come out already. Yep. So that's usually how I do it. I have a few platforms that I use to allocate my. And just probably need more glue for this. Just glue this. I like the wood glue because it's a little stronger than the Elmer's, but yeah. all that hair I just cut is additional. Oh, still more. Let's go. But this is my level up, y'all. This is me evolving from young to experienced to new to novice. And here, no, here it is. All finished. You want it? Take it. Take it, take it, take it. You can have it. Just take it. Just somebody when the first time I put my hand out, they were like, I don't want to touch that. But I was like, this is my business card. And then they were like, oh shoot. And then they flipped it and then they saw it says pause and enjoy the moment. Yep. See? Look, you can scan the QR code right now too. Yeah, you can scan it. Is it high enough? Wait, take your phone. It's probably on the TV, but take your phone and scan that and see where it takes you. Do that right now. Yep. There you go. Pause and enjoy the moment. Yep. That's for you. I did that for you. I think there's hair in front of the. But yeah, see, I made it because I made it. Let's go. So yeah, yeah. I guess that's it for today, y'all. I cut out a few and post and glued stuff and just like I said, if you guys want to subscribe or you guys are entertained or you guys want to see other things on the channel, just say something. If you're a subscriber and you don't get feedback or input, then you should unsubscribe for real, for real. I'm not saying I'll do anything, but this channel is made, and it's made just for that because I can do anything. I'm serious. I can do just about anything. So yeah, buy something on my channel too. Buy something. Buy something from my website too. Do that. Go buy something. Just anything. Just go buy something. Okay. Okay. So I'm full of rain, and I thank you guys for being a part of this stream today. Here's my cat, and yeah, I'll see y'all in the next one.